Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Buddhang dhammang sanghang namassami. Yesterday I talked about various objects to create support for the mind: metta, gratitude, humility, faith in the Triple Gem, sila. These are the things that makes our mind stable. Because if the mind is not stable and it is moving, or too much of restlessness, or too many thoughts, or too many um, disturbances, then that mind is not a very powerful mind. Powerful mind means mind that is calm, mind that is one pointed, mind that is stable, mind that has developed, mind that has power to see what is happening actually, in reality, actually, what is happening, not what it appears to be. For example, when you experience sensations in the body, in the mind, pleasant sensations, unpleasant sensations, it's just the sensations. Our reaction is, if it is pleasant, like it; if it is unpleasant, dislike it. But then, when our mind is calm and peaceful and stable, then we see this is just a wave of either pleasant sensation or unpleasant sensation coming one after the other. Then we are sure this is not really one fixed object. This is not me. This is not my pain. Just a painful series of painful sensations. That's all. Or series of pleasant sensations. And that gives rise to wisdom, gives rise to wisdom of anicca, gives rise to wisdom of anatta, and also gives rise to wisdom of dukkha, because our mind goes and grasps whatever pleasant it grasps. It wants it to stay, but it is like waves coming and going, cannot stay. So the dissatisfaction is there. Or some other cases, it wants the things to go away, but that also has a time to come and stay, and it will not go away just like that merely by wishing. So again, it gives rise to dissatisfaction. So only when a mind is powerful, only when the mind is stable and unmoving, the mind has the power to see what is the reality. It always goes back to two things: the minds of the people, unless it is trained and practiced and have risen above the ordinary. Two things: ignorance and craving. It goes back to these two things primarily. And if there is ignorance and craving, then there will be a sense of I, there will be grasping, there will be dissatisfaction. That is the standard level of mind, average. Most of the people, it's like this. So, unless our mind is very powerful, this sense of this ignorance, which is not allowing us to see, this craving, this sense of I, we can't see all those things. Always it comes, this I comes. I like, I don't like. I want, I don't want. I wish, I don't wish. The I is the predominant thing. So that is why it is so important. Who was asking? You are asking about observing the sensations yesterday. You were asking, no? So this is why we have to make it very peaceful and stable. Then we can see this I is just a creation of the ignorance and craving, primarily ignorance. I is also a creation. What is what we say when we say I? With regard to what? This body, the feelings, the perceptions, the consciousness, awareness, or various mental things, mental qualities that we are having. So, I is either something to do with the body or something to do with it is connecting, it is attaching to something of the body as this body is me, this mind is me, like this. And this I is as a projection. Like we have a screen here, and then we project something through the computer here. But the thing is, it is just a projection, it's not the actual thing. So I, ignorance is projecting the I. And so you are seeing, sitting here and seeing the projection, thinking this is real. And this is not an easy thing. This is not something you can do suddenly. It will take a lot of time. It will take a lot of time. To see the ignorance, to see the craving, to see the I, and to see that this projection of I is attaching everywhere, everything connected with the body or the mind. So, before we can do all that, we have to make our mind really stable and peaceful. And to make our mind really stable and peaceful, we need to have a lot of mindfulness. If we have to develop the samadhi, we have to develop the sati. Mindfulness, only powerful mindfulness will give rise to samadhi, deeper meditative absorption. Without powerful mindfulness, it will not happen. So, when you are meditating on the breath, you are trying to make your mindfulness consistent, not one time or two times, many times. Trying as many times you are trying to keep with the breath, or say walking meditation, or when you are observing various bodily activities, eating, walking, sitting, talking, or lying down, or any kind of bodily actions. So as you do, these are different things where you can put your mindfulness and make it strong. When the mindfulness is strong, then it doesn't get distracted so easily. You say it is difficult to see the breath, it is difficult to be peaceful, it gets distracted quickly because there is not enough powerful mindfulness. When the awareness is there, it will not distract. If it distracts, it will know it is distracting, it will come back. Like a cow, when they tie the cow with a pole, the cow tries to go this side, that side, this side, this side. No? And then after some time, cow becomes tired, sits down. It doesn't move so much. So mindfulness is that rope that doesn't allow it to go too far. Sati is like that rope. Even if it tries to run away, it cannot run away. It has to be there. Or any kind of bodily action, mental action that we do with mindfulness, whether sitting, meditation, breath, or awareness of the mind, or walking meditation, or even when you are eating, whatever it is. So these are, your mind is tired. This restless energy that is trying to go this side, this side, this side. It cannot have a free hand. It is not free to do whatever it wants. Normally, if people don't have mindfulness, then it goes in all directions, endlessly. No control, nothing to control, nothing to streamline. It can think anything, it can say anything, it can do anything. Like, say, a child who has no father, mother, guardian, nobody, orphan, on the road. Child, either it comes under the vehicle, or it joins a gang of criminals, or it becomes a drug addict. It can be anything. Hmm? Because there are no parents, there's no guardian, nobody to take care of the child. So our mind, without sati, without mindfulness, is like that. Nobody to take care, orphan. So this is why so important, because physically people are born and then they grow up and come to the middle age and come to the old age and come to death. But the mind is not like that. Mind has no young age, old age, middle age, nothing. So externally people will change, but internally their mind, if it is not trained and changed, it will never change. Automatically it will never change. Nobody can change. It has to be changed through proper action. So, what you are doing is a proper action, keeping it with any object that is mindful. Mindful object, whether it is body awareness, whether it is breath awareness, whether it is walking awareness, whatever it is. Then only gradually it will be stable. If the child is uncontrollable, then it runs to all directions. It goes everywhere. It can do anything. It can even fall down and die from first floor, second floor, because nothing to control. So, this is why we train ourselves in sati before we can go to the deeper levels of samadhi. When it is peaceful, when we train ourselves in sati, and then it has given up these habits of randomly chasing things and randomly being restless. When all these habits are gone, then it is naturally it will sit down. And when it sits down, then automatically the samadhi will grow. Deeper meditative absorption will grow. Eh? So it's a gradual process. You have to understand. Nothing sudden, nothing miraculous, nothing some esoteric or anything. Just a proper, precise, step by step thing. So the Buddha has taught things which are based on cause and effect. If you do this, then this will happen. And then if you do this, then this will happen. Then you do this will happen. Proper step by step instructions. Nothing sudden or nothing out of nothing, anything will not happen. So, as you are in the retreat, keep developing awareness more and more. Today only I heard when I was meditating in the pagoda in the morning, some people were closing the door and making a lot of noise after the session, around 11 o'clock. So, this is a training of mindfulness. Mindfully, slowly you open, and then you get out and slowly close the door. These are all. You think, "Oh, meditation is over." Such a relief. Meditation is over. The torture is over. No, that is where the torture will start, unfortunately. Because as long as you have a little bit of mindfulness, your mind will have some control, some. Uh, it cannot just go to anything and everything, and it cannot cause danger or harm. But when you have stopped this, it can go to anywhere. That is where the problem will start. People don't look at it that way. They think, ah, now it is over. I can go and do anything. Doing anything is dangerous many times. Very, very dangerous. Because in the name of doing anything, people do only those things which are harmful for them ultimately. Because people have no wisdom. They will do only wrong things and then they will get into trouble. When somebody says, "Oh, you can speak anything," do you say, "Oh, in that case, I shall only speak the truth and never tell a lie"? No. If I can speak anything, I will take a lot of lies. You see? Or if I can speak anything, then I will only tell the truth. This is why, because the level of wisdom in normal people is very low. If you go and ask the Bodhisattva, if you can speak anything, what will you speak? He will say, I will only speak the truth and nothing else. But then his level of wisdom is very high. But not for normal people, it is not like that. Majority of the people, not like all people, majority of the people. If you say you have the option of criticizing everybody. Only few people say, no, in that case, I will probably not criticize anybody. I will try to see how my mind can improve. Few people will say like this. Rest of the people will keep on saying, so and so is bad, so and so is worse. So doing anything is mostly dangerous Because in the name of doing anything, people, their mind is guided by ignorance, not wisdom. Yesterday you asked no about attaching. Attaching is natural. Non-attaching you have to develop by practicing correctly. If people have option of attaching and non-attaching, they will choose the attaching. Attachment they will choose. Non-attachment they will not choose. Most of the people will not choose that. So that's how this is the biggest danger in this samsara, in this lives of ours. If we don't have wisdom, then we will probably go in the wrong direction. And not just this life, in the life after life also we have done like this. And we have got into troubles, we have got into sufferings, and we have encountered problems, and then we have come out of it, and again we have got into problems. It is nothing new. And it will not stop. This will not stop unless we do something about it. So if we have to find way out of suffering, then we have to work in the right manner. We cannot just sit and expect things to happen. If problem is yours, you must only find the solution. Simple. Don't you can't other people cannot find. If you have a pain in the stomach, you have to go to the doctor. You have to take the medicine. Other people taking medicine, it will not work for you. This is where many people are scared. They want a shortcut, quick fix solution. No, can I do this and that and some rite and ritual and some kind of this and that and can get rid of this? No. If the problem is yours, you must look for a solution. You must apply that solution and be free from problem. That's all. Simple. You have created the problem. You have to solve the problem. Only when the day you take full self responsibility, that day onwards only, oh, everything I have done is created by me. And then everything, all these, this and that, I must get up, start working. Whether it is day to day life things, for example, if you have to get something done, get up, start working. If the house is not clean, get up, start cleaning. Similarly, if the mind is not clean, start cleaning. That is the day when you will start your actual practice. Till that day, it will be either hit and miss. And people who are like this, Dhamma is also, in a way, it like you see people, if they face a problem in their life, They themselves will try to do something. I will find a solution. I will work hard. If I have to struggle, I will struggle, but I will look for a solution. They are the people who will find the Dhamma because they are always looking for a solution, whether in the material world or whether in the spiritual life. And then there will be people, oh, maybe later, I'll see, or I will tell other people. Then those people will not find solution, neither in this material world nor in the spiritual life. So you have to be active. That's why Lord Buddha always praised effort. Effort. He always praised effort. Effort is a very important thing. With effort only, virya dukkha machcheti. He said, with effort only you can overcome the suffering. Without effort, it is difficult, it is not possible to overcome suffering. You were asked, how does one overcome suffering? He said, with effort one overcomes suffering. Inner effort, outer effort. So keep doing your effort sincerely, mindfully, and eventually you will find uh, deeper access into your mind up to the up to the access to Nibbana. This much for today, and now you can ask questions if you want.